Okay. We left off kind of having a bunch of rendered stuff. I've kind of made this actual square instead of rectangle, purely because now it's 10 by 10 tiles. So what I want to prep for is to add another image in, which I've kind of just took that image and darkened it to make the other image, literally. So we've got that. And I want to kind of add that as img2. I've already added it as a image up here. Called it stone instead of rock, but no, not much difference. So I need to kind of add that as img2 here. So I'm going to kind of add another image, img2. That one's stone. So now we've got another image. I also fixed this because having the XX on the outside and the Y1 on the inside kind of reverted that to the opposite. That was kind of going, it's as if the things on its side, which makes no sense. So I've kind of swapped those out. I also want a map. And for a map, we can just do like an array, literally. Just let's make an array for the map. So let map is equal to an array. Now, I want this array to be 10 by 10, the same as the sort of tile conceptual sort of size for the map. So I'll just start with like ones for now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I need 10 by 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we've got like a 10 by 10 map. This is just 10 by 10, 600 numbers. So obviously we can't use this loop directly in the sense of using the XX, YY things. Where's that gone now? Like this. But what we can do, we can make an index. So we could say something like let I equals 0 to start with. And every time that we loop, let's see, we want it to be 64 by, no, we want, or we can just put like I++ here or something. Doesn't really matter if it goes up a bit more, it's fine. That means that we can go, okay, well now, if my map at I is equal to 1, then draw this image. Have a look. So we've got map. I don't know whether we've got access to that map. If we haven't, I'll have to add it as a member of this, but let's refresh. It seems to be doing okay. It's there. Look, it's still the same, which is exactly what we expect. Let's put a 2 somewhere. Save that. Now we should have like a black spot somewhere. Yeah. So we're kind of able to change the way this is. So if I put like a 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, just make like a let's see, that one, and that one. If I save that and refresh this again, let's move it over here, we should have a nice little sort of shape. So if I now say, okay, well, otherwise, if it's a different number or if it's not the number, do like else if my map at I is equal to 2. Then we draw the same thing, but with image 2. So we say, okay, well, I want a different image. So let's copy that, paste that in. And instead of IMG, I want IMG2. Let's refresh that now. Now we're drawing the other image whenever it's a 2. So now if it's a 3, it should draw nothing. So what we'll do is we'll add a 3 somewhere, like maybe a 3, 3, 3, 3. Save that. We should have like a black spot somewhere. Let's give that a go. Yeah. So we're able to kind of decide upon how and what sort of tiles we actually render. Refresh that. How cool is that? Obviously, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to refactor that to have the map 1, and also down here, I'm going to say, well, hang on, I want a map to be map 1. And instead of just map, I'm going to say this dot map now. I think that should be fine. Save that, make sure the refactors are working. So I'm going to go over here and refresh. And we actually have a working sort of map system as such, just simplistic, but we can just add more if conditions and have different images for whatever we want. I mean, this could be an array of different images, perhaps, as well. So it's really kind of whatever you'd want it to be, really. I mean, we could say instead of IMG, like images, IMGS, maybe, rock and stone. And then we get rid of the IMG2. And we just index into IMGs. So say, oh, still this dot IMGS at 0 and IMGS at 1. Save that. Let's see how we get on. Refresh. There we go. It's working the same. How cool is that? So now we've just got this array of images. So we don't have to put like IMG1, IMG2, IMG3, 4, 5, 6. In fact, we could have like a null image there, something that's just maybe blue or whatever for like if nothing is there, sort of thing. As well. Could have that as the else or something. But yeah, so that's kind of the concept what I wanted to get across, is the fact that we can loop, we can index on different indices as well, so that we're not just using this XX and YY sort of thing. And we can conditionally render different images depending upon what that number is, or rather what number is inside the map. And then we could change out maps like load next map and so on and so forth. But that's just a simplistic concept of how this works. I mean, hopefully this makes sense. If there's any questions, do feel free to leave a comment. And I'll see you in the next one.